Now we're going to go to a clip I'd like you to see, and that is, here's where they stopped a lady. You know, because now they're having checkpoints. Yeah, you get your sobriety checkpoint. Why is the federal government paying for us to get conditioned to stopping and showing our papers? That are your papers. Have you flown in the airplane lately? Can you show us your papers 5 times? So let's cut to this, and here's a little bit of what happened to a young lady.
Abby Newman claims the checkpoint was unconstitutional. State police say the stop was legal, and Newman took it too far when she assaulted them. You can take a look at the video from the trooper's car taken here from the website Infowars.com and judge for yourself.
I need to know who you are.
No, you don't.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
I am not speeding. I am not intoxicated. I have given you no reason to stop me, and this irritates me. And I would be very happy to go into town and talk to the supervisor. Sir, you cannot. This is my...
Step out of the vehicle.
No, sir. You cannot reach into this vehicle.
Sure I can.
You cannot.
I got to know who you are.
You do not.
I must know who you are before you can go down the road.
I have not broken any laws.
I have not accused you of breaking any laws, ma'am.
You just reached in my vehicle and opened this door and are demanding...
I have no idea who you are.
The officer admits she's done nothing wrong, but she still must present her papers, all part of being guilty until proven innocent.
I need to know who you are. Do you have a driver's license?
You just proved to me you don't have probable cause because you don't know who I am.
Okay, shut your ignition off for me.
Pardon me?
Turn your car off for me.
Why do I have to...
Because I'm asking you to turn my car off.
You are violating my United States constitutional rights. Any laws that go contrary to the United States Constitution are null and void, and I do not have to submit to them. I am not intoxicated. You have already stated you don't know who I am, so therefore...
that's the whole point. I don't know who you are. I've told you who I am. Okay, this is an approved checking detail site. Are you going to tell me who you are?
No, sir.
You're not going to tell me who you are?
You have not charged me with anything. You've not told me I've done anything wrong, and I do not owe you that, sir, because I don't serve you. You serve me.
Okay.
Because when you take one, you take another, and before you know it, we can't go anywhere without our papers, and that's what this is. May I see your papers, please? You can't travel down this road, ma'am, unless you show me your papers, please. You've already told me that the stickers are in order. I wasn't traveling in undue speed. I've done nothing wrong, and this is absolutely wrong. Don't reach inside my vehicle.
I'm going to place you under arrest for obstruction of justice.
What am I obstructing, sir? Sir!
Step out of the car for me. Step out of the car for me.
You are physically forcing me
out.
out of the car. No, sir, don't you touch any of my personal belongings in this car. You're right, I've recorded this conversation.
That's assault.
Yes, I did.
Resisting arrest.
It is not assault.
I'll get the car.
Don't you take one single item out of my vehicle, sir. I'm not fighting you.
You're under arrest for resisting arrest, obstruction of justice, and assault on a police officer.
I did not assault you.
Think about our priorities in America. At a warrantless Fourth Amendment violating checkpoint, they pull over a housewife with no criminal records. When she simply doesn't want to get out of her car, they grab her and charge her with assaulting them.
Comment upon voluntary nature of Social Security. It's a whole riot act on why you don't have to have a Social Security card to pay in the Social Security.
She's just anti-government,
yeah. She apparently belongs to some kind of a clan or something.
Militant group.
Yeah. It's Dixieland Law, Journal Constitution Society. I mean, all kind of compulsory production of documents.
Anti-government, a member of the Klan for knowing her constitutional rights, for being a member of the Constitutional Society. The FBI training of our police has really paid off.
I don't know either. I mean, it'd probably be fine reading, but I'm not sure if I can seize it or not.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know that this is illegal.
Exactly.
I mean, I think she can read that all.
Yeah.
I think she can read it all she wants to.
Now this, if they've actually outlawed that is, and I think they have.
Abby Newman was vindicated by a jury of her peers and found not guilty of assault on a royal police officer and of resisting arrest. But they still tried to get her for simply invoking her constitutional rights. You heard them digging through her goods. Oh, look at pocket constitution. What are we going to do?
So you think it couldn't happen here? I remember the Germans saying they couldn't believe what they had created, you know, the monster that they created, the idea that they voted in Hitler, okay? But when we allow government to become tyrannical, okay, and then you get criminals in government, it's usually not a good mix. Absolute power tends to corrupt, absolutely. Now we got to think about this as we change. And now with all this terrorist stuff, and when you think about, gee, a lot of this was brought forth because of 9/11. And I'm probably going to do a bunch of shows on 9/11 to remind you that, you know, a lot of the science doesn't add up. Hey, a lot of the stuff that they told us turned out to be lies and fictitious. You know, these 19 hijacker things, they're found alive and well, okay? No plane debris in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. The Pentagon doesn't have the engines, the plane, the wings, and all that. Gee, I fit a whole plane. Remember the wing? They folded in. Yeah, come on, people. This whole 9/11 terrorism thing was sold to us by a media that lies to you. They lied to you about weapons of mass destruction, didn't they? Yeah. Well, you don't think they'd lie to you about 9/11 because they wouldn't do that. It can't happen here. Remember, that's what the Germans said. Now you got a new president. He's bringing change with all the same people behind him as the last guy. You know, meet the new boss just like the old boss. Think of this thought. What if this new president was just like a shiny new engine on a train? And the old president, we don't like him. He lied to us. He got us into wars based on lies. He tortured people. He set up secret prisons. He warrantlessly wiretapped people, you know. All these things breaking the Constitution. But we got this new shiny engine. His name's Obama. But he's got all the same people. And he's going down the same track in the same direction. Is it really change? So we're training our law enforcement to find loners, to find people who defend the Constitution. Yet our military and our even elected officials have to swear an oath to defend the Constitution. You out there, nowadays they don't even teach people the Constitution. It's not until your high school that they even have you read the Constitution, let alone understand it and understand how and why it was put in place and what those people had to do.